Okay, hi, hello everyone. Welcome to the next session of full stack development training. So, as part of our previous session, we have discussed about what are the different steps involved in software development life cycle. So, already it was there. Again, we have gone through each step. After that, so as per our course, full stack development course, first we'll be learning front end part. Once you are done with the front end part, then we'll be learning the back end part. Back end, inside the back end, you will be having a database. Database is also included in it, right? So as we know that we'll start our journey with the front end. Front end is also known as UI development. In this, the work is like to create the website. If you want to create the website, it is nothing but creating the web pages. So if you know how to create the web pages, we can able to create the website. So we have discussed about this. Just before that, one of you give me the confirmation that you are able to listen to me and also you are able to see my screen. Just give me the confirmation so that we can go ahead. Okay, yeah, thank you. So as part of this UI development, it is about creating a website or web pages. So before you create a website, first we should know how to create the web pages. When we talk about the web page, see, if you want to create any logic in the backend, what we write application logic. What are the actual things to be done? We will be writing, right? That can be done with the help of any of the programming language, like server side programming language technology like Java or Python or Node or .NET, like that. Coming to this side, front end side, if you want to create a web page, three technologies are must. One should learn these three, like HTML, CSS and JavaScript. These three are must. If you have to learn three technologies, means definitely the work or duty of the HTML is different and the duty of the CSS is different and the duty of the JavaScript is different. What exactly HTML will do is it will be adding the content to our web page. When we talk about the content, it can be anything, like whatever we usually observe on any web page, that can be considered as content. It may include like text, images, videos, audio file, or some forms, frames, everything. All these things together are like content. So HTML is responsible for adding the content to your web page. The next thing is like CSS. Using HTML, we can add the content which is like a bare content. You can add only the content. It will be like structure. But what I say, like it is not about beautified version. Like it is there, but simple way, like you can add content like paragraphs you can add, but you cannot decide that paragraph should be what color and all with the help of HTML alone. For that we need CSS. So in simple words, using HTML you can add any content to web page, but with the help of CSS you can apply some stylings to the web page. So that's the reason CSS is responsible for the appearance of your web page. Next comes with the JavaScript. When we talk about the JavaScript, it's a programming language. It is used to add some dynamic nature to our web page. Why? Because if you use only HTML and CSS, we can create the web pages, beautiful web pages we can able to create. Because content you can add with the help of HTML and stylings you can do with the help of CSS. We can create beautiful web pages, and web pages together, website also we can able to create. That's not a big deal. But the problem here is it is like limited. You are allowed to create only static web pages. Static means you can create the page as a programmer. Now whoever the opening that, like a user, can only go through it. That's it. He cannot do anything other than that. It's like a pamphlet, normal pamphlet, right? Generally pamphlet is like paper, which is like a offline document to you. It is like an online document. There is no difference. But when we talk about the real-time applications, at least nowadays, people should interact with the application, right? You name any application which are using right now, usually how to interact as a user. So that cannot be done with HTML, CSS alone. That's the reason we use JavaScript. So JavaScript will add dynamic nature to our web pages. So to create the dynamic web pages, we must and should learn JavaScript. So that's the reason JavaScript is responsible for the behavior of your web page. So behavior means, see, one website I created, you are using the same, you are also using the same website, but in the website, while working, you gave some options, you gave other options, then for you it look different, for you it will be looking different. Same site, let's say example Redbus, bus booking site, right? Same redbus.com or something for both of you, same. But if you choose Hyderabad and Bangalore, then below to that buttons you'll be having list of buses, right? Hyderabad to Bangalore, assume 20 buses are there. For you, if you choose Hyderabad to something like Vizag or Hyderabad to Chennai, then you'll be having maybe other list of buses, right? Same site, everything same, right? Same website, but for you it is behaving different, for you it is behaving different. So that is what we call like behavior. Who is responsible for that? JavaScript is responsible. So many examples are there, like if you are applying for any job through online application, then there will be having an option, are you an experienced professional? There will be two options, yes, no. If you choose for yes, then immediately one more extra column will come where you have to enter previous experience details. If you opt for no, nothing will come. So assume like you are opening site, your friend also opening, and you are opting for yes, it looks different. For him, it will be looking different. So this nature, what I want to convey here is, this nature can never be able to achieve with the HTML. HTML, CSS, we cannot achieve that. We have to use JavaScript. So it helps user to take give the inputs as per that content will be changing when runtime. When it will be changing runtime. Runtime means when the web page is already working, at that time changes are happening. Clear? That is called dynamic web page, and to add the dynamic nature to the pages, we use JavaScript. So as we know that any development usually will be done with the help of framework also. Not only programming language, we also take the help of framework. Like for Java, we have Spring. For Node.js, we have Express.js. For Python, we have Django, like that. Coming to the front end technologies, these three are the must technologies. Like one should must and should know these three. Then only can be called as a front end developer. HTML is a pretty straightforward, like very easy language, I can say. So here it is more about tags. HTML is all about what? Tags. And here CSS is all about styles. Like there are some properties will be there. They are called styles properties. If you learn them, then CSS is done. But when it comes to JavaScript, it's a programming language. The way you have concepts in Java or Python or .NET, in the same way you'll be having the concepts in JavaScript. So you can develop this dynamic web pages or websites using pure JavaScript. You can develop, or we can take the help of framework. Clear? Most of the times, at least in recent days, people are not developing through pure JavaScript. People are taking the help of frameworks. Coming to the back end, you have multiple options. Like you can go with the Java technology, or you can go with the what we say like Node.js, or you can go with Python or .NET, Ruby, PHP, different technologies available. But when it comes to the front end, HTML, CSS, okay, will be there. Programming language is JavaScript. There is no replacement for JavaScript as of now. At the front end, you must and should use JavaScript only. Clear? So that's the reason the importance of JavaScript is more. So we have multiple frameworks available for JavaScript. The list actually continues here. I just mentioned few only, but still it continues. Among them, these three are the popular frameworks: Angular, React.js, and Vue.js. Out of them, these two are in the race. Both are like almost they are equal actually. Angular and React.js. Before 3 years, before Corona at least, these two are almost same parallel. But in recent 2 3 years, the popularity of React has been increased. The companies, whoever is developing web applications and all, mostly they are developing with the help of React.js. So that's the reason in our course we are going to learn React.js. So these are the things we have discussed in the last session, right? And when you talk about complete full stack development, it is nothing but a end-to-end web application development. So in this, you have to learn client side, that is front end, and also server side. Client side already we discussed now as of now. Server side we can go with the Java based technology, or we can go with the no. So in that everything will be included. If I say Java, core Java, advanced Java, all the things related to Java, how to connect it to the database, how to work with the database, what database language we use, how to write the queries, everything is involved. Same works for other technology called Node. So here this is. If you go with Node, it includes Node, Express, MongoDB. If you go with Java, these are the things will be included in it. This is known as Java full stack. This is known as Node.js full stack. Clear? This full stack is known as Node full stack. If you go with Node, this is known as Java full stack. If you go with the Java, but Node has one special name called Merge stack. So don't think that Merge is something completely out of full stack. No, another name for full stack development only. Node.js full stack. Why? Because the names here, M stands for MongoDB, E for Express, R for React.js, N for Node. So what are the technologies you are learning? Just the first letters of that only. For Java, you don't have that thing. Usually call it as Java full stack. Clear? It's like another, and sometimes we do have, right? So what is Vishakhapatnam is called? Why is that? So sometimes people use that one, and sometimes people will use this one, right? You understood? So some coming to some other cities, most of the times we don't use any other name. That is the popular only with the one name. So here also Node.js full stack. Next is Mun stack. But recent days, instead of calling Node.js, most of the time people call Mun stack development. So coming to the classes, like our course, it will be having these features. We already discussed about this, right? The course will be completely practical, and it's an industry oriented. So it is not like just small programs. No, the way you will be writing in the industry the code in that way, as per that standards, you'll be learning. Next, you'll be learning about 7 real-time live projects. The important thing is live projects. These are not like predefined or already ready-made projects. No, you are going to develop them during the course. Next is, this is very important. More than 60 plus assignments will be doing, and mock interviews will be conducting, and that purely depends on the topics. So just with the HTML, no, we will be have to learn HTML and CSS. Then you'll be having that. Then next JavaScript. So without programming, with HTML, CSS will be there. With the programming, after CS, JavaScript is included. Next is interview guidance will be there. So I'll be talking about. See, this is not only technical thing. So how you need to answer yourself in interview. So all those things I will be talking. But this step comes only after completion of your technical aspects. Next is GitHub profile. I told you, like Facebook, you have profile, right? In the same way, you have GitHub profile. Purpose is different. Facebook, you do general activities, but GitHub, whatever the projects you did in 7, all those projects will be mentioning in the GitHub profile. So that GitHub profile will have an ID, right? That ID you will be pasting in your resume while applying for the job. In the resume, you will be giving the details, right? You will give mail ID, you'll give phone number. In the same way, GitHub ID. Understood? You'll be sending that resume. The people whoever doing the interview, like that panel, like that HR or whatever the team, talent acquisition team, if they like your profile, first they will be clicking that link, so that they will be coming to know your profile. Understood? And if they look at those projects in the interview also, if they ask what are the project, what are the things you involved in it, what activities you implemented in project 1, what you did in this project, that project, they will be asking. At that time it will not be difficult for you. Why? Because all these projects are the one which are you already done. Told you, right? Those projects only will be mentioned. So it's not like some projects you are just in the Google, you are searching and you are getting, your copying, and the same thing if you are adding in the GitHub, then it will be a problem. You understand? Means you cannot bluff interviewer. But here it is 100% genuine. Whatever the projects you have done, those projects only will be mentioned. And at the same time, you will be having that confidence of speaking about your projects. Clear? That's it. And you have to be sincere at your learning. Sincerity for me is that you have to come to the classes regularly, and also you have to put effort from your end. If I ask you to do something, you have to take it as a, what I say, like, you should not turn it away. You should not turn down the, what I say, like, whatever I say. It's not like, if I say something one day, tomorrow you have to do this. Okay, we can do. We have time, 2 3 days after we can do. So try not to have that kind of postponement mentality. It will be difficult. Why? Because what we are learning here is the uh, course which is programming related, right? It is not like a theoretical one. So theoretical one means you can have one, what I can say, like some textbook you can buy. See, if the course is like biology, or if the course is like civics, you have right in your childhood subjects and talking. If the course is like that, then you can buy some book and all. You can go through it. You can go through it, and you can again reproduce in the exam. You'll be getting the marks. Happy, happy, happy. But not this one, right? This is not academic learning. This is called professional learning, because you are doing it for getting some profession, right? So after there, what you have to do? You have to do some work, and you'll be getting paid for that. Yes, sir. No. So that's the reason your learning also should be in that way. So practically, you need to learn. So my entire course will be whatever I say. Once I start HTML, whatever I say, the same thing I will be implementing, and I will be asking you to implement the same. Put efforts from your end. So if you are not getting that, is absolutely fine, but you have to do. I hope you understood the difference. When you are trying, if you are unable to get something, that's okay for me, 100% okay for me. But you have to try. Without effort, it will be difficult. Clear? So that's it. And yeah, I mentioned about 7 projects, right? 7 projects. So I'm going to talk about those 7 live projects. I want you to have the idea what are the things we are going to develop. See, step by step, like this course will be a big course. Big means in terms of front end development, back end development, both are involved in it, right? Different technologies also involved in it. Just a minute. Yeah. So as different technologies involved in this course, once we are done with the few technologies, we are going to create one project using those technologies. See, it's not like we are going to learn all the courses till the end of 4 months. After that, we will be thinking about some projects and all. No such things. Understood, right? I hope you got my point. See, once you are done with the technology wise, then we'll be clubbing those two languages or two technologies. Then we'll be creating a project. So let's say, for example, for your project, first project. So I say like project one. It will be containing two technologies. What are they? HTML and CSS. So using this HTML and CSS, you are going to create one website. That website can be anything. It may be a website like online news portal. You know online news portals, right? Online news. You don't know? Yeah. Okay. Online. What we say, like products selling apps like Amazon and all. That may be anything, but you will not be having the functionality. Only what you call content only will be there. Images, buttons, that only will be there. Clear? This you will be implementing. But everything as per industry standard. The way it is developed in the companies or industry, in the same way will be developing. Once you are done with that, you'll be learning the next one more technology called what? Bootstrap. I did not mention there because it's not a specific or it's not a new technology. in simple words, CSS is something what we do here. We will be providing some stylings to our web page, right? Stylings we provide. It is responsible for the appearance. Bootstrap is nothing but it's a ready-made styling library. What is Bootstrap? It's a ready-made styling library. So in real-time websites, we use our own stylings. Also, we take the help of Bootstrap. So the combination will be there. Clear? So that's the reason we'll be learning Bootstrap. After that, we'll be creating a website where Bootstrap is also involved. So first we'll be creating plain without Bootstrap. Our own CSS only we do. But later we take the help of our CSS and also Bootstrap. So both will be combined together and we'll be creating the website. Fine. So after that, we'll be learning JS means JavaScript. So Bootstrap also included in that. Next, we'll be learning Java. See, Bootstrap is very simple, sir. It's like a ready-made. How can I say? Okay, it's simple example, real-time example, not related to this, but general example. But so that you can relate it. So when you're talking about your clothes, your trouser or your shirt and all, you can go for you also. You can go for material and you can get it stitched. You can get a material and you can go to a tailor and you can get it stitched. You can do that, right? Yeah, every time you can do that. Every time you purchase like that, you can able to do that. Or you can go to a ready-made showroom. Yeah, directly you can purchase as per your size. Understood? While you are maintaining your clothes, you can have both styles also, right? For some dresses, you'll be having the material and you'll get it stitched on your whatever the things you want. You will go to tailor and you will get it stitched. For few things, you will go with the ready-made. Understood what I am talking? In real-time scenario also this will be there. So few CSS we write our own and we depend on Bootstrap for few things. Clear? That's it. The way that is there, the same works here. Yeah. So here what we'll be doing is we'll be creating a dynamic website. We'll be creating. So here user select some option, right? Then immediately content will be changing. So that kind of website we are going to create. See, the first one we are going to create a website where all different images, everything will be there. Beautiful images, all the things will be there. Beautiful content will be there, and placings and all will be there. But user will not do, means if you are developing you cannot do anything on that, you can only go through it. Next, Bootstrap extra CSS like ready made. But here in this website, once you create, you'll be including the JavaScript in it. You can select some options, you'll be clicking some button, then immediately some content is changing or some changes are happening, right? Like yes or no and all. Clear? That you are going to create, and it will be like a complete application. This would take 6 to 7 days for you to create. You understood? Got it? Because it should be like a real time feeling, exactly the same real time. The only difference is there they will do for their client and all, here you will be doing for yourselves. Clear? So once you are done with this, we'll be learning first only I told you all these things will happen step by step. Once you are done with HTML and CSS, then you will be finishing the first project. Then after learning about the Bootstrap library, then you will be doing the second project. Then you will take some more time to do the third project. Actually, why? Because JavaScript first we will be learning as a subject. Understood? Inside that subject, every day whatever I do in the class, that class you have to do again. If I explain about one project, one what you call one code, whatever problem I solved, the same thing you have to do without looking into the my problem. You understood? That class you have to repeat on yourself, practical thing. Other than that, again I will be giving you the assignments. This will be there throughout your JavaScript journey. Once you are done with your JavaScript journey, then you will be creating the project. You understood now? So that's why I mentioned everything is practical and industry oriented. Once you are done with the JavaScript, next you will be learning another concept called React.js. Okay? So using this React.js, what you will be doing is again you will be creating a website, but this time completely front end, complete front end with the way it looks in the real time. All the features will be adding a complete website or application will be there, but only front end will be there. Clear? I can say website or I can directly write. So front end application will be created. You know Netflix? You know Netflix, right? Popular. So Netflix backend is Node.js, front end is React.js. Understood? Got it? Netflix front end is React.js, backend is Node.js. So these are the projects which will be working completely on front end. First of all, projects will be working on front end technology. Next, this one will be working on back end. This one will be with the back end. So Node.js. Talk about Node. Internally, it will be containing Node, Express, MongoDB. So like that. So in the fifth project, what we'll be doing is, so here these are next to our what pure backend project. So in this Node.js using that we'll be creating one application will be creating, but this one is without DB. DB means database. Without a database will be creating. It will be creating one more as a project 6, project number 6. Here, so actually not just Node, sir. Don't think only Node. Same. Up to front end React same, sir. As I am teaching two backends in your course, as per your selection, as per your choice, you can opt for either Node.js technology or Java technology. So that will be there after React.js. That would take 1.5 months first of all to reach the moment called project 4, that is React.js. Understood? After that, you can go with either Node or Java technology. So if you go with either Node or Java, so using complete Node, you will be creating one. Without database, you will be creating one application, pure backend application. Next is with the Node or with the Java, whatever it is. Then with including the database, you will be creating one project. Clear? And these two projects, I hope you guys know the main logics are written in the backend. You know that, right? You know or you don't know? Main logics, application logics are always written in the back end only. In the front end, most of the times display related code only will be written. If the data is there, how it should be displayed, how it should be scrolled. So different filters. Assume like you have data, 100, Amazon, you have filter, right? 10,000 to 20,000. Only products related to 10,000 to 20,000 will come. You know that or not? What I'm telling is all these things are like front end related thing. Back end means you have to click on TV is there. Assume LG TV, add to cart. Then it will go to the cart, right? Open cart there, cart page. In that it is there. Now buy now button. Then you will be clicking the button buy now. So actual buy now, actual adding to the cart, actual placing the order will happen as per some logic. Some program will be written, right? Those are the backend programs. Understood? Means that's the reason we call it as application logics are written in the backend. Also we have another name for that, business logic. What is the other name? Business logic. So as we know that backend projects are something, or backend data is something, or backend code is something which is having the main logic related to your application, right? So here what we'll be doing is, for these two projects will be okay, there is one term called API. Don't worry about this. We will be testing the APIs. APIs means this projects only will be testing it. There will be one tool using that it is properly working or not, will be testing. Understood? Once we are done with that, assume like the last project, was the project number 6, right? So the project 6 is working properly, you will come to know after testing it, right? Assume you are developing one e-commerce site, or you are developing one bus booking, online bus booking site. But what you developed in the project 6, only backend you developed. Are you following? I am repeating. In the project 6, you are doing one big project that is like related to online shopping, e-commerce site. In that, what to be done? All logics you have created. Registration should be done. User should register, right? Registration logic you have done. Login logic you have done. User has to enter correct username and password. Then home page should open for him. Then select the products. Then filter the products. You understood? Then add to cart. Add to cart. Next to place the order. Buy now or place the order. Orders. Understood? All these logics are written. Okay? But backend is written and backend is tested. Now, in the project 7, what we do is whatever you developed in the project 6, for that backend, a related front end you will be creating. Understood? Whatever the backend you created, for the same backend you will be creating a front end, and both you will be adding or attaching or linking, relating. Which one? Front end and back end. So that project you will be doing. What is this? Complete a web application or full stack application you will be developing. Clear? Sir, if you know Amazon, right? Actually, Amazon will have two things, sir. One is front end and one is back end. You say anything. If you say Gmail will have one front end and one back end. But the problem is back end you cannot see. We can see only front end. That's why the name is back end. Back end means you cannot see, right? Movies, right? So when you're talking about the movie, so sometimes people will create some big movies on big scale movies and all. You can see hero, heroine, some other actors and all, right? You cannot see producer. But who is the reason for that? You understood, right? Who is the main responsible for that complete movie to be happened? Producer, right? From the day one, they always work on the background, but they are the main, right? So in the same way, so that is what here also I'm telling. Like, so backend is the main thing. Means application or business logic is written through backend only, but front end is something which is for attracting. Just so see, if you're talking about the Amazon, see, Amazon is the only website for online shopping. So many other websites are there. What are they? Ah, ah, Mintra. So, but Mintra, Ajio, all these things are there last to 2 3 years. Mintra was there 4 5 years, but at least that Ajio and all last to 2 3 years, right? Yeah. But Flipkart, Amazon were there from long time. So what I am telling is there are still other online shopping sites also which are not from your list. You told something, right? Other than that, also still few are there. But the problem is their UIs are not that much attractive. People don't go with that. Got it? Got it now. In that also people can purchase. In that also properly placing will happen. But their look and feel is not that much attractive. The moment you open Amazon, the way it is giving you the options to select and all, go through it and all, it's like more user attractive. But coming to other things, they are not. Understood or not? See, anything, the first feel like UI, like how it looks to the outer world. If it is good, then only it will get more popularity. WhatsApp. Use WhatsApp. Yeah, is WhatsApp is the only chatting site? Only chatting. Why WhatsApp is famous? The usage is simple. It is simple, right? Compared to other applications and all. So the usage is very simple, and UI is also very simple. Understood? Even in the olden days also. So nowadays, you people are having internet and you are having what we call like GO and all. You are having that's what you say GB data, daily GB. You are getting, right. But few days ago, means few years ago, uh, so the data is difficult. Means like you will not be getting that much 1.5 GB or 1 GB and all. That concept was not there. You have to recharge to get 1 GB. You have to recharge with either 250 rupees or something like that. You understood? Yeah, yes, it was there, no? Yeah, so that was there. So what I'm talking is even MB is also there, sir. 100 MB, for 50 rupees, 100 MB. Name number is not same, but you know that, right? Uh, what I want to convey here is if you have what I can say, net balance is very low in your phone, assume other applications may not open, but WhatsApp will open. Now you understand that is what. Got it? So if your UI is very light and very attractive and all, people will use it more. You know Facebook? Yeah, for Facebook, have Facebook Messenger. There is one app called Facebook Messenger. To send the messages, there is an app called Facebook Messenger. Facebook is a very big one, right? They have one big application called Facebook Messenger also for mobile. I'm not talking about the Facebook. I'm talking about Facebook Messenger. But people are not using Messenger much because of the WhatsApp. Understood? So what did happen later? Huh? Messenger is closed, but before closing the message, I don't know whether it's closed or not completely. But people are not using. You know why? Who is the owner of Facebook? Mark Zuckerberg. He simply purchased WhatsApp. Instagram, that is different. That he funded and he got it later. But this WhatsApp completely different by other people. You understood? Just to have one what to call chatting app which is more popular should be under history. That's why he just purchased it. Clear? It was happened. I don't exactly remember. I don't remember 17 or 16 around that time or 18. I don't know. 16, 17, 18. One of the years. I don't remember year exactly. But just for rupees of 1,17,000 crore rupees, he purchased WhatsApp, which is having no ads. You understood now? He's not going to get any income from the WhatsApp, but still he purchased. Understood? Got it or not? Just the thing is, WhatsApp is the best thing, right? Means for best application for exchanging the messages. So you want that to be under his company. That's it. That's the reason if you open WhatsApp now, earlier it used to be like by Facebook. Smart. Earlier starting normal WhatsApp used to come. Now it will be ending. Uh, yeah, Facebook was there for last one and a half year. Now it is like Meta. Facebook changed its name to Meta. That's why it is Meta. Okay, fine. Whatever it is, UI is important. That's why I told all these things. Clear? Even if you look at the Amazon, also 2 years back, Amazon different. Now Amazon is different. Understood? The features are more features are added. You know YouTube at least. In the YouTube, you know Shorts. Shorts, YouTube Shorts. Earlier, YouTube only videos were there. Now, videos and Shorts are there. So they are attracting more because Instagram or some other application you have small videos, right? Short videos. People say different names for that, but it is there not. So Instagram is by Facebook, right? So YouTube will also introduced that feature in their YouTube for small videos. You understood? So okay, fine. So these are the things you are going to learn as part of your projects. Clear? Now we are going to do one main thing, important thing, easy thing. First web page. So that is what we are going to do now. Clear? To do this, actually you should know HTML. To create a big web page, you should know all HTML. But to create first web page, you don't require to know all the HTML. First, you should know just the basics of HTML. So before that, as a person, what are the prerequisites you should know before learning this? Understood? You're a person, right? You're one person. What that person should know before he learn HTML? Nothing is required. Almost nothing. Means no prior knowledge is required. Like I should learn some C language earlier. I should have at least some idea about that. Not required. And you can be from any background. You can be from any background. Only graduation required because companies will ask graduation. That is the reason. If they do not have graduation, also not required. Understood my point? Companies who are giving you the job are asking the degree or graduation. That's the reason you need one graduation. If they do not put that what compulsion like a degree, the degree also not required. You understood? So you don't require any what you call like prerequisites. Prerequisites means before we learn anything, that is called what prerequisites. So we don't require any prerequisites as a person and as a system. You understood what I'm talking? Means what your system should have. People will tell right, you have to install that software, this software. If you want to do something, that software first should be installed. So you don't require any special softwares to run HTML code or to execute your HTML code. You don't require your system, but a few things are there which are already existed. What is that? Text editor. What I am using? What where I am typing all these things? Notepad, right? That's enough. One text editor is required. In every computer, mostly Notepad will be there, right? Understood. So, specially, you don't need to install any software, special software. Sir, you want to learn Java, you have to install Java software. Understood. You want to learn HTML, install nothing. That is what I want to say. Clear? If you want to start with the Python, you have to install Python. If you want to start with the other technology, first you have to install C language, you have to install C compiler in your computer before you start anything. You know that, right? What I am telling is before we start HTML in our system, what our system should have is one text editor. By default, if you are using Windows, means obviously you'll be having the Notepad. So other than Notepad, you have Notepad plus plus, Edit plus plus, other Notepad kind of softwares are there. If you want, you can use, but not required. Notepad is enough. Next is what is this? One modern browser should be there. Why I'm using that modern? Because see, whatever the browser you are using, that is modern only. There is browser called IE. What is IE? Internet Explorer. What is IE? Internet Explorer. This is the browser by Microsoft, but not nowadays. It is an old browser. Nowadays, the Microsoft browser is this one, Edge. Able to see that Microsoft Edge. From Google, there is something like Google Chrome. From Mozilla Firefox, like that it is there. So modern browser means you can have either Chrome or Mozilla or Edge or Safari, like that any browser is enough. Clear? If you are using computer means one browser will be there, right? Any one of the browser. So that's it. So in simple words, if you want to start your HTML journey, you don't require any special software to be installed in your computer. At the same time, as a person, you no need to have a prior any experience of having some language or any software. What I can say, some people will learn right C language and all. You know that you don't know when people are done with their intermediate or when they are done with before they start their what you call like graduation, they think like computer is important and all. They'll start learning C language at least. So nothing is required. Fine. Now we are going to understand where to start. So before I start it, every web page you take, which is running with the help of HTML, every web page you take, that will be following one blueprint. What is the meaning of blueprint? Structure, right? Blueprint means, see, uh, if you're talking about building, before the building, you'll be having a plan. Building, plan will be there, no? Plan is not there for buildings. Yes, right? So that is like a blueprint. Looking at that only, people will build that complete building. So here one blueprint will be there, following which websites will be or web pages will be created. So before I talk about this blueprint, there is something like this. What is this? Header. But here I am writing some special like this. This is called opening tag. What this is called? Opening tag. Or we have other name for this, starting tag or start tag. What is that? Start tag. See, first only I told you HTML is about all about tags. HTML will have tags only. What is the full form of HTML? Hypertext markup language. See, hypertext means whatever the content is there, that is keep on, changing between the links. If you click something, some other page will open and all. That is like hypertext. And also, if you look at any web page, website, on the top in the address, address, right? In the browser on the top, address bar. Yes, there you will see https://www.gmail.com, something like that. You observe that HTTP called hypertext transfer protocol. Hypertext transfer protocol. So the meaning is here, HTML is also hypertext, right? So whatever the web pages we develop, by default follows that protocol called HTTP protocol. So what is that protocol and all? Not required. That is about networking, means it is following the protocol, means if you create it and if you put in the internet, can be seen, it can be accessed. That is the meaning of that. Understood? Clear? Next is what? Markup language. Markup language. See, here I am using what? Tag. What I am using? Tag. Open and close, something like tag. Any language which uses tags for its development is known as markup language. Understood? Any language which are which are using tags for its development are known as what? Markup languages. In Java you will not use tags, that's why Java is not called markup language, but HTML you are using tag, that's why it is called markup language. So it is known as closing tag. What it is called? Closing tag, or other name is like end tag. So that's it. Together, opening and closing tag together is known as one HTML element. What it is called? HTML element. What this HTML element will contain is different data. It may have image, or it may have text like headings or paragraphs, or it may have some table, or it may have one video or audio. So opening tag, closing tag together is a HTML element that can contain any content. Clear? Yeah. Now coming to the blueprint, here we have one tag called, what is the tag name? HTML. Open HTML and then close HTML. After that we have one more tag outside, sound outside. What is the other tag? Head tag. After that we have to use one more tag. What is the tag name? Body tag. This is the basic blueprint for any web page. See, what we write in the header tag is metadata. What we write? Metadata. I will tell you what is the meaning of that. What we write in the body is, see, if you open any web page, what you can see, sir? From top level to bottom level, you can see any content. The website. See here, this is called bar, sir. This is called tab. In the browser, this is called what? Tab. This is called address bar, and from here onward this is called content. Able to see Amazon here? From here to here it is called what? Content. That is your web page and that is content. So what you are able to see? One image, here some text, here one image, and some link. Here people can click the link, right? So whatever the content you are able to see, this all this content is written in the body tag. Understood? So what is written in the body tag? All the visible content is written in the body tag. How to add that content is, that is what your HTML journey. Understood? How to add images, how to add videos, how to add those scrollings, everything will be learning as part of our HTML journey. But what we will write in the body tag? The visible content. Next is what? What we write in the header tag? Metadata. Metadata meaning is information about the information. What is the meaning of metadata? Information about the information. So to tell you this in a simple way, yeah, like when you are having a textbook, you have textbooks, right? Textbooks. I am not talking about your notebook. I am not talking about your other books. I am talking about exact textbooks. In that, before your chapter start, first one index will be there. Have you ever seen textbooks in your life? Ah, Why keeping question mark faces like textbook means what and all like that? Huh? At least you purchased, right? You might have not studied, but at least you have purchased, no? So in the textbooks, you'll be having first like index page, right? In that chapter one, page number, something, everything will be there. So if you look at that index page, it will tell you information about your textbook. Yes or no, what the textbook is going to have, but not the exact content. If you want exact content, you have to open that and there you have to study. But it will give you the information about your book. You understood? The same way, here their book, here web page. So whatever the web page you are creating, in the metadata, it will give you some information about your web page. That information we put in the edit tag, but not the content. Understood? All the content we write in the body tag. That's it. Clear? What I told, this is a blueprint followed by any website, right? What is this website name? Amazon. This is an Amazon site, right? You forget about other things. What is there inside? Okay, this is dark type HTML is there, but able to see that color, light color is there. Here, this ones are dark type HTML, able to see with light gray color. So for this basic structure, sometimes we write that, but that is not required. Earlier it is mandatory, now it is not required. Meaning is you are telling to your browser like my page is a HTML page. Understood? Doc type means document type. My document type is a HTML type. You are telling. Clear? You have PDF documents or you have Excel documents. You have Microsoft Word documents, right? Like that, you are creating some web page, you are telling to the browser like it is a HTML document, but not required. Browser can happily understand nowadays. If anything starts from HTML, it will think like it's a web page, HTML document. Clear? Listen, what I want to say here is, you forget about this what it is written inside, but what is the first tag? What is the tag? HTML. After that, what is there? Edit tag. What is there after that? Edit tag. Able to see? This is the code of Amazon, sir. Whatever I open, this is the code of Amazon. See, sir, what is there here? View source. Source of whom is? This is the source of Amazon.in. Now, what happened? Head is closed. Open HTML. After that, open head, close head. After immediately head closed, what is open? Body. Sir, this is a comments. This what is color? That green color is there, no? That is comments, means which is not actually content. That is there in what color? Green color. Just they have written something extra, but that is not called actual content. That's why they have written. See, head is closed. Just for them to understand, they have written something like head is closed, body is open. So now what is open? Body tag. Clear? So what is this? Body tag is closed. After that, HTML is closed. That's it. Any web page will follow this. Just now I told something, right? I've shown you the practical things. Understood? This is the way how a website is. But they just have only very few number of lines, just to 1888 lines only. Code, sir. Able to see line number? 1888. Clear? What is this after this? They have written something. What is this? Actually, that look like a cat. See that? That only. They have their own strategies. They have their own code that they will not tell you. Understood? After next version, they may put some other name. Something. Understood, right? Got it or not? You should not worry about that. They will take care of themselves. Why they are keeping that names and all. Got it? What is this site? Wikipedia. What Wikipedia will contain? Information. Generally, Wikipedia purpose is what? To provide the information to the people about different things. You can search anything in the Wikipedia. You know that, right? Yeah. So what I want to say here is, for this, I am opening the source code. For this site also I am opening the source code now. Okay. Now you are able to see what is the tag name first. HTML. After that header tag is there, right? Got it. It's another one. Able to see here. What is there? Header tag is closed. See this. This what we call Wikipedia people did not write head closed, body opened, but Amazon people written head closed and body opened. So that's up to them. Whatever. So these people just simply written this. So header tag. After that, what is opened? Body tag. And after that, so much content is there in this, right? So many divisions are there, links are there, lists are there. So much content is there. Now what is there? Body closed and immediately HTML closed. What I want to convey from this is one. If you look at any web page, you will be following this basic structure. Clear? And this Wikipedia has a very limited number of lines of code, only 3,600 lines of code. So, able to see that? Ah. So don't worry, people will not develop this on 1 day or 2 day or 3 days. You know the meaning of project, right? People will work on. People will go to the office daily. 9 hours they'll be sitting, right, and they'll be telling like they're working on project. So daily they'll be writing the code. Just by looking at the number, don't think like web pages, websites are very big thing. This many lines of code, how to write and all. Don't worry about all those things. Clear? It's a process, sir. It's a process. One day it will not be done. Fine, that's it. This is about your what you call blueprint or basic structure. Now we are going to create a web page. So to create the web page, we have to follow certain steps. What is the first thing? Open Notepad. Next, after opening the Notepad, write that basic structure. Just now we discussed about the structure, right? What is the basic structure? Open HTML, close HTML is there, no? That we have to write it. After that, we have to save the file. After that, what to do? We have to save the file. But while you are saving, you have to put one extension to that file. See, let's say your file name is ABC. You have to write abc.html. Understood? Understood or not? File name can be anything, but extension should be .html. That's it. If you do this, web page is created. And you want to see the output. Open that web page in any of the browser. Where your savings are, generally where you will save files in any of the folder, right, in your computer, save it. Then remember where you saved on the desktop or in the D drive, you remember. Then go to that location. Then you will see that web page, whatever you created. Then right click on that web page and open through browser so that it will be opened in the browser. Output can be seen. Clear? Now we are going to see the practically. First, what is the first step? We have to open one fresh notepad. So see one new notepad which is completely empty, right? In that, what we have to write? Next, basic structure means this blueprint we have to write. You guys are following? This is just for understanding. I have written, but you should not write the things outside the tag. There for explanation purpose, I have written. So you have to write this. Next, in the body, what we have to write? All the visible content we have to write in the body. So as of now, you don't know how to create images, how to create videos, how to create headings. You don't know, right? So keep it empty, but instead of that, just write something. What I have written? Hi students. welcome to HTML. Simple. I want it to be simple. Now important thing is save it. You have to save that. Clear? Save means Control S or go for file and click option called save. Here it is very important thing. What is this? Save as type to text document. You have to change it to all files. You have to write it all files and ensure that where you want to save it. Where I am saving in the C drive, one folder called my Java folder. But in your computer, what I want you to do is first of all create one folder for all your learning. Create one page like a full stack folder. In that create a front end folder. In that create one more folder called HTML folder. Save all your daily works in the HTML folder. Understood what I am telling? And so try to save them most of the times in another drive like D drive or E drive, not in the C drive. In this computer I don't have other drive, just I for other work I did that, but you have to create in another drive. Understood? Create some folder structures are full stack front end in that one more folder called HTML. In the HTML you save all these things. Now here you write whatever the name you wish. What I have written? ABC, but dot HTML, that is important. Save it. Okay, I saved in a folder called my Java folder. Go to that location. Able to see one file top? Yes, just 9:03 a.m. 3rd November, just now created. See that icon, that is important. What is that icon? Google Chrome, because it's a web page. Understood now? It's a web page. Very important thing, while saving .html you will write, but save as type to all files I told, right? That you must and should do. Do that, then what happens is abc.html.txt file will be created. So abc.html will become a name, .txt is a file. Understood? So it will not create a web page, it will create one normal text file. So that's the reason while saving you have to put all files. You have not seen that? Here text document will be there. No, default always text will be there. While saving you have to put it all files. That is what I am telling, nothing much. Clear? Now saved, right? See, in my computer default browser is Google Chrome. That's why Google Chrome icon is coming. In your computer, if Microsoft Edge is the default browser, Edge icon will come. If it is Opera is default browser, Opera icon will come. Clear? Clear? But it's a web page. See what it is telling, it's a HTML document. Chrome HTML, but it's a HTML document. Now to see the output, go there, right click on that. Then go with an option called open with. Here in my computer, how many browsers are there? 2. You select any one of the browser. Open output. Yes, my web page is very simple, sir. I did not add much content. I added only one line. One line is coming or not? Clear? This is what creating the first web page. That's it. Next, as part of your HTML journey, you will learn how to add images. You will learn how to add videos. Everything day by day. You will be learning and you will be adding to your web page, so that web page will be created. Understood now? But basic structure or basic steps will not change. Got it? Fundamentals are same. First you have to create a web page. First open Notepad, then write that structure, then save with some name.html, then open through browser. That's it. This will not change. The only thing changes is in the body, the content you write is changing. Here you know you have written only text. Later after few days you write image. After few days you write video. Understood? Means you will learn how to add images, how to add videos, and you will be learning. That is what the part of HTML journey. What you learn in the HTML is that only, how to add images, how to add videos, whatever you see with your eyes on any web page, you see some content, right? That all we are going to learn. Clear? But as today is the first session related to HTML, I don't want to get into that today only. So I want you to have that understanding of how to create a first web page. That is enough. And one thing, very important thing, if I want to edit this page, generally you have to go there and again go with open with. You can go with the notepad. what I'm talking? What is there in that content, sir? Hi students. What is the content? Hi students. Welcome to HTML. Now I want to edit it. Okay, ABC already open. I'm intentionally closing. Now ABC is not open. Now I want to edit it. Today you created, sir. Tomorrow you want to edit it. Now what to do? Go to the location. Okay, and go to the select the file. Then go for right click option. Then what is there? Here what is that? Notepad. Click with the notepad. But in my computer default notepad is coming. But in your computer directly notepad will not come. It will show only Google Chrome Edge. Are you following? For go to the last option, choose another app. Go there. Here you will be having the list of applications which are suitable for that application. See what is this suggested apps. In that notepad will be there. Why I am telling all these things, because here two options are there. What is that? No, this one. Always just once. See, in your computer, if you click a notepad, don't click always, click just once only. Click just once only. This is the Windows 11. The options are like this, always and just once. If it is Windows 8 or 10, there here you will be having one box, check box, always open. So don't check that checkbox. Keep it empty. Understood? If you check means you are telling like always. Here also you should not click for always. You have to click just once. In another computer you should not check that always. Got it? So I am taking this much time to explain this means that is very important, because if you guys select it always, here what is the icon? What icon is there here? What is this icon? That is gone. Text icon will come. It can never be able to show the output in your computer. Understood? Now that problem will come. That's the reason first only I am telling. Got it? What I am telling? Is how many times you create web page. Also here it will show HTML document, but you cannot open that output in the browser. It always open in the notepad only. In your entire wherever you create, that will happen. So to avoid that unnecessary thing, so don't check that always. Just click just once. That too every time not required, sir. This is only for the listen. Second time onwards, what happens? You know, here on it will show suggestion. Just to click it. That's it. First time it will not show in the suggestion. If you are following right, that time only you have to go to choose another app, then select the notepad, then just once. If your windows is another windows, then always will be there. Check always. Don't check that always. Keep it empty. If you don't check always means only one time. If you check always means always. Here always is there, and just go for just once. But this is only for the first time. Second time onwards in your computer also what happens? That is directly in the list it will be shown. Okay, fine, it is giving me two times. I open now, two times it is showing ABC. Okay, fine, one time I will. Now why, what purpose I used it? I want to edit it, right? What I am doing now, in the place of hi, I have written dear. Now I am saving, control S, saving. Go to the browser, reload this, save, change, applied or not? Got it? So this is about creating the first web page. So online people, I hope you guys have got the clarity how to create the first web page. If you are having any doubt how to create the first web page, just let me know, guys. You can unmute yourself. You can ask your doubt if you have any. If not, if you are clear how to create a first web page, then just ping me like you are clear, all of you. Quickly do that, all of you. Chandru. So online people, you people can take this screenshot. Take the screenshot. Let me know once you are done. Take the screenshot. Done, Abhishek? So, okay, what you have to do today is, after going home, you don't need to do much things. Simple, very simple thing. Open your laptop. First, to create the folder called full stack folder in any of the drive. Then inside the full stack, create one more folder called front end. Full stack folder. In that, create one more folder called front end. In that, create one more folder called HTML or HTML learning, HTML work. You write something. Then first to create this first web page. How to create? I told you, right? That you create in that folder called HTML work. Okay, every day whatever the things you are going to do, that you have to practice the same things, you have to create in that folder only. Why? Because at the end of the training you should not what I say, you should not think like here and there on what you call like desktop few files are there, in the D drive few files are there. It should not be like that. Everything should be at one place so that it will be organized, systematic. Got it? All of you, because you are going to do the projects also, right? In that full stack folder only I'm going to tell you everything, different folders where what you have to save. So just to do that and do this one, creating the first web page. So tomorrow if I ask, you people have to show. Clear? If you don't have laptop right now at your place, you'll be having, right, you have to get the screenshot of your web page and you have to show it to me. Understood? Same works for online people also. I'll be asking you to share your screen and you have to show your output. If you do not get also, absolutely fine, but you have to try. Got it? And go through this session, you'll be coming to know easily only. So that's it, guys. That's it for the day. We will see rest of the things in our next session. So that will be on today is like Friday, right? So that will be on Monday. Next session will be on Monday, guys. Fine. Okay, guys.